Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last time we got the Dominion Rod, the item of the dungeon, and we brought that statue back to the entrance of the Temple of Time. So with that all done, we were able to make our way over here to the boss room, so let's go ahead and take on the boss of the Temple of Time, shall we? It's pretty dark in here. It's a good thing I'm recording this with component, because if I was recording this with my Dazzle, it would probably be very dark in this room and you could barely see anything. Oh, hello. Armagoma. So, the name there is pretty much a play on the name of Goma from Ocarina of Time, the first boss you would fight in the game. But what you need to do with this thing is you need to fire an arrow when the eye is open, and then you knock it down to the ground. Take control of one of these big old stone statues here and pretty much just punch it in the stomach. That's all you need to do. This boss is actually very easy. It can take a while to beat, but it's, you know, just like Goma from Ocarina of Time, is an easy boss. Although, unlike Goma, you can't finish this thing in less than a minute. But once you punch it in the gut, it'll go ahead, climb up to the top, and it'll spit out all these eggs, which is pretty much all with babies. And if I can get spin attack going here, I can go ahead and kill them all. I recommend killing these guys because, well, trust me, you're going to want to get rid of these annoying little spiders. And as you can see, now the spider above is starting to shoot us with a big laser. That's what it's doing when it's opening its eye. It's getting ready for that attack. So whenever you see its eye open, you want to go ahead and fire an arrow to it right away. Otherwise, you're going to have to dodge that laser. Alright, so let's take control of one of these statues again and punch it in the guts. I just love doing that. Big old stomach punch for it. But while we're fighting this spider here, I'm going to go ahead and actually tell you guys a little fact about Ocarina of Time you guys don't know about, because this dungeon actually kind of hints to it. In Ocarina of Time, they were originally planning to have the Temple of Time as its own dungeon, but because of time constraints and whatnot, that idea had to be scrapped. And in the end, the Temple of Time was pretty much only used just to get the Master Sword and then the Light Medallion. And that's why in the Temple of Time, they take you to the Chamber of the Sages. It feels like there should be more there, but that's because there really was supposed to be. That Chamber of Sages was supposed to be its own dungeon. Temple of Time was supposed to lead to it. And that had to be scrapped in the end, which was unfortunate. But the Temple of Time and Ocarina of Time kind of hints to it a bit. That was actually supposed to be its own dungeon in ways. And I do like that. But once you go ahead and hit this thing in the stomach 3 times, it will go ahead and turn into this big eyeball. All you gotta do is pretty much just shoot it with a few arrows. Bomb arrows are more preferred because it pretty much takes it out in like one shot. But 3 arrows to the big ol' eye and it's dead. You could run up to the thing and potentially just attack it with your sword. But I just find it to be so much faster just to use all those arrows because you don't even have to get near the thing and worry about all the little spiders around trying to kill you. Just makes it a lot faster. But there we go. We got our 3rd piece of the Mirror of Twilight. Only 1 more to go. 3 of the mirror shards are ours. Just 1 left. Link. You saw how nasty that monster was, right? The evil within the shards is more powerful than you can imagine. You know, we could be assembling something truly terrible here. It could be something that we'll ultimately have to destroy. We have to hurry. Let's find the last shard, Link. We have to reach the sky. That's where the last shard is supposed to be. But before going, let's grab our heart container as always. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I got really turned around for once. That never happens, but that was funny to watch. Just Link running around in circles. Alright, so now with that all said and done, let's get out of here. And before actually leaving the Temple of Time, there's two things we want to grab in the main foyer. One's a bug, and the other one is going to be a Poe. Actually, now thinking about it, there might be a heart piece in the Temple of Time itself. You know, the main foyer of the Temple of Time, I should say. And from the looks of things here, I'm checking things over before leaving on my lists. And yes, there is also a heart piece, so there's 3 things we need to grab. So let's get our Dominion Rod all ready to go. Because we need to move the owl statues that are in the beginning here. As you guys can see, like right next to the doorway, there's 2 owl statues. Well, we need to go ahead and use the Dominion Rod to move them out of the way. This one here actually has the heart piece. If you guys remember back in the past, not back in the past, back in the future, where our present time is, in the Sacred Grove, there's this treasure chest sitting here, but it's broken. But here in the past, in Temple of Time, it's actually holding a piece of heart. So that's nice. That's a nice little effect in my eyes there. I do like how they make it broken in the present, but you can get whatever's in it in the past. But this is the female snail, the partner to the male snail that we got after we got the Master Sword in the halfway point of the game. And with that, we actually got all the bugs now. We got every single last one. All we need to do is we need to go back to Agitha and turn the last 2 bugs I haven't turned into her yet. And we'll be done with that side quest. Very, very nice. That's the one thing I didn't like about it, though. Halfway through the game, you can get most of the bugs, but you can't get the last bug until near the end of the game. So it's kind of disappointing that they do that to you, but I can kind of understand why they do it. I just don't really like it all that much. But there we go. We got our Pole Soul, we got our heart container, and we got our golden bug. So now we're ready to go ahead and leave the past Temple of Time and go back to the present time. But as soon as we actually leave the Temple of Time, we kinda have a problem with the Dominion Rod. Well done, adventurer. Uku sees what she was looking for. Goodness, yes, it's the Dominion Rod you found in the temple. But that thing has been around for quite some time. I can see from here that its magic has been exhausted. Oh, what am I to do? I thought at last I returned to the sky. And I have completely forgotten the spell that would once again bestow it with magic. It can't be helped. I suppose I'll just have to look for the statues that respond to the rod. It's decided. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do indeed. Well, Uku is on her way. See you again. So the Dominion Rod's lost magic over time. That's not good. Hey, wait! What did you do to the Dominion Rod? She's gone. I suppose a useless rod is really just more baggage. But what are you going to do? Did she say something about returning to the sky? The last piece of the mirror is also said to be in the heavens. If we can restore the magic to the Dominion Rod, maybe it'll come in handy. So as you see, now we have the Dominion Rod. We can't do anything with it. It's just this big old rod that does nothing. Fun fact though about this is, if you return back to the Temple of Time, you can use the Dominion Rod again. Thing is though, it's not really that useful if you can only use it in one place. So let's go ahead and warp back over to Castle Town, because now not only do we have another piece of the mirror collected, and we need to go see people in Telma's bar to give us a hint where we need to go next, but also since now we have all the bugs collected, we can go ahead and get ourselves the next and final wallet upgrade from Agitha. But before going in there, we always have the mailman. Just like always. He should probably only have one letter for us this time. Yeah, it's one and it's from Renato, huh? Okay. So let's see what Renato has to say. Let's see here. Ilia's memory? This is interesting. We haven't dealt with this ever since almost halfway through the game. It's been quite a long time. Very busy. Please come visit me in the sanctuary. So that's one of the things we should do next. After leaving Castle Town, we should head over to Kakariko and see Renato about Ilia's memory. Because apparently now we can do something about it. That's going to be a big plot point from here on out. Until we get to the next dungeon, Ilya's memory is actually going to be a plot point of the game, so that's nice that we finally get to figure out what happened to Ilya's memory and how we can restore it. Because it's been quite some time since we rescued Ilya and had her memory being lost. Yes, I know this is Agitha Castle game. I've been here how many times now? Alright, so let's go ahead and give our last 2 bugs that we have in our inventory here to Agitha, and then she'll have a full bug collection. So let's go ahead and give her the female ladybug, and then the female snail. Yes, give me the 100. So I'm going ahead and showing this just to show you guys what she gives you and what she says for the final bug. She does say, you know, things special about the bugs anyways, but I'm just going to go ahead and skip that. But there you go. Now all the bugs have made it to her in one piece. And now she has partners for each one of the bugs, so with that all said and done, she thanks you for all your hard effort, and she goes ahead and gives you the giant wallet. This wallet can carry up to 1,000 rupees. You don't really need a wallet like this in the game. They give you plenty of rupees as is, and you never really need 1,000 rupees for anything. But it's very nice to have that if you can get the 1,000 rupee wallet upgrade. Really, the only use I really find for that wallet upgrade is for the magic armor, because since the magic armor takes up so much of your rupees, if you have a full wallet of 1,000, it can last for a little bit longer. So that's really the only use I can find of the Giant's wallet. And that's why I usually recommend people that are trying to go for stuff in this game to just at least get one of the bugs, and then you get yourself the first wallet upgrade of 600, because 600 is useful for pretty much all the other side quests. You don't need 1,000 for any of them. But let's go ahead and check the map, see where one of them is gone next. And it looks like Shad is over in Kakariko Village. How convenient, that's where we need to go too. So let's go ahead and get out of this bar and warp over to Kakariko. And see not only what Renato knows about Ilya's memory, but what also Shad there is trying to figure out. Alright, so let's warp over to Kakariko and be on our way. Feels nice to be back in Kakariko for anything that's not really side quest like, because the last time we actually had something required here in Kakariko was quite some time ago. And by quite some time ago, I mean for Snow Peak Ruins. So it hasn't been that long, but that was just like a quick little appearance just to go see the Prince of the Zoras. But let's go ahead and first talk to Renato, because that's actually important. Fortune has smiled upon us. If things go well, we should be able to help Ilya recover her memory. Do you know Telma's friend Shad? Yes, we do. That's another reason why we're here. Seems that he's researching the heavens, and he has come here to see the statue in the basement. As I learned, when Ilya was saved, she overheard someone talking about the Rod of the Heavens. Rod of the Heavens? That sounds familiar. Going Elder believes that to help her regain her lost memory, we must piece together the fragments of her past. Which means, if we work our way backwards from the very place she lost her memory, we may find something that will restore it. Now we must retrace Ilya's path. I am certain it was Telma who cared for her before she arrived in this village, was it not? Yes, it was. It'd be best to speak with her first. And he goes ahead and gives you this letter for Telma. So we need to go all the way back over to the bar and give this to her, just to progress on with the plot. Hooray! We were just there too. It shames me to say it, but to be honest, I cannot abide Telma's company. We have a fighting chance, Link. That's funny how he says he doesn't want to be around Telma. So I'm guessing while Telma was actually here earlier in the game, Telma kind of did something, I guess, that turned Renato off of her. But let's go ahead and talk to Shad here. Calling me surprised if it isn't Link. What a coincidence meeting you here in a place like this. How very odd. I came here today to look into the Hylian legend of the sky beings called the Uka. Uka? So that explains a little bit backstory of Uku. She is from the sky. Think that you'd appear here in such perfect timing. I found it at long last. Observe the statue. It's the same as the one in the manuscripts my dear father left me. I should say, not lent me. He lent me his book on his deathbed. That sounds weird. There's many statues similar to this in Hyrule, but this one seems different, huh? Yeah, the belly does look different than the statues we saw in Temple of Time. This is the sky writing in the book. Awaken us with the word that breaks the seal. With the seal, huh? If I can not butcher his words there, I'll be fine. Oh, well, he knows about Iliad, and he's feeling bad about this. That rod of heaven she mentioned, I'm sure it has something to do with the words that breaks the seal. Isn't there any way to restore her memory? I'm certain it would help us figure all this out. So, as you guys see in this statue, this statue here is similar to the two statues we saw in the Temple of Time, where we got ourselves that heart piece and the Poe and whatnot, but it has something blocking it. So even if we had the Dominion Rod powered up, we couldn't do anything about that stone statue. So, we need to go ahead and warp back over to Telma's bar, but because of the fact that we're in here with someone else, the game won't let ya. So, because of that, we have to leave, and we have to come. Just gotta leave all the way, go outside, and then we'll be allowed to actually warp. Kind of annoying when you think about it. But, I'm gonna go ahead and actually end the episode here, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we're gonna go ahead and actually take this letter that Renato gave us and give it to Telma back at Telma's bar. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.